Welcome back, everyone. Today, we're diving into a very important and eye-opening topic, narcissistic personality disorder, or NPD. If you've ever dealt with someone who constantly needs to be the center of attention, seems to lack empathy, and always turns the tables to make themselves the victim, you might just be dealing with a narcissist. Let's break this down. A narcissist needs to be the center of attention at all times. If someone else is getting a laugh, receiving praise, or even just being noticed, it's perceived as a threat. Their reaction? Push that person out of the spotlight because for the narcissist, all eyes must be on them. They crave admiration. Not just enjoy it, they need it like air. They want to be told how smart they are, how interesting, how special, how deserving. If that admiration doesn't come their way, they get frustrated, angry, and yes, they may even lash out. One of the most concerning traits, a complete lack of empathy. Let me give you an example. Imagine someone walks into work visibly shaken. You ask what happened and they say, "My dog ran out this morning and got hit by a car. He died." Now, what would a normal, empathetic response be? "Oh no, I'm so sorry. That must be devastating." Right? A narcissist, on the other hand, might say, "Well, you're here now," or "What kind of dog was it?" Or even worse, "Guess you'll just have to get another one." They don't connect emotionally. They can't put themselves in someone else's shoes. That's empathy. And without it, genuine connection becomes nearly impossible. That's why close relationships with narcissists are so rare and so difficult. Now, narcissists also tend to have an inflated sense of self-importance. They live in a fantasy where they're the most special, unique person in the room. They exploit others. They act superior. And they're often completely unaware when they do or say things that would embarrass most people. Everyone else may be rolling their eyes, but the narcissist? They don't even notice. Or worse, they assume you all agree with them. They envy others who get attention. If someone else is seen as talented, insightful, or special, the narcissist often feels challenged and they'll do whatever they can to tear that person down. Here's the hard truth, narcissists are very difficult to deal with unless you're constantly willing to put their needs ahead of your own. And if you don't, they'll remind you harshly who they think is more important. Now you might be wondering, do you actually know someone like this? There are people who act self-important now and then. Maybe they show off occasionally. That's not necessarily narcissism. We're talking about a consistent, long-term pattern of behavior across different settings over time. Not a bad day. A way of life. If you confront a narcissist, call them out, tell them you're done being manipulated, don't expect an honest conversation. Here's what usually happens instead, they gaslight you. They'll deny, deflect, and project. "I never said that. You're the narcissist, not me. You're always judging me." They flip the script and suddenly they're the victim and you're the problem. And guess what? They have more stamina for that game than you do. They will never drop it. Ever. Many people ask, can narcissists change through therapy? Honestly, it's rare. Some storm out in rage the moment the therapist challenges them. Others stay but turn therapy into a debate, criticizing the therapist, arguing every point. A few may try to improve, but even then there's a danger. You see, sometimes therapy only teaches them how to mimic empathy, how to fake it better. That doesn't make them more empathetic. It just makes them more dangerous because now they know how to blend in, how to act like they care, even when they don't. So what can we do? First, set boundaries. Strong ones. Protect your energy. Know that you don't have to fix them. You're not their therapist, and even if you were, it likely wouldn't help. And most importantly, trust yourself. Your instincts. If something feels off, don't ignore it. Thanks for tuning in. If this topic resonates with you, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share. More deep dives on human behavior and mental health are coming your way soon. Take care and protect your peace.